Good afternoon and happy Friday to you. My name is Latrina. Earlier this week, you spoke to my son Chris, who reached out to offer you this free video to show some things you might be able to do to improve your online presence, hopefully get more leads, customers, and sales. So here's the video that we've made for DrainRight. There's no selling in our video. We believe that givers gain, so we make these free videos in our free time to hopefully bring value and service to other businesses. However, your feedback is especially important to us because it's the only way we know if our videos are actually being useful. So please let us know at the end what your thoughts are. If you have questions, feel free to ask those as well. So let's get started. So I'm going to cover briefly content, backlinks, and citations and why these are important website elements. We'll take a look at your company's online presence and I'll make recommendations for improvement if I see any. Content is anything whatsoever on your website. It's the words, the images, the videos, the file names, everything. And you want to have enough content because this allows Google to crawl your website, learn what it is you do, grab all the information about your keywords, your services that you provide, so that when people are looking for those services, they can include you appropriately in the search results. Ideally, you want to have 1,500 words on your homepage and at least 500 on your back page. This gives you an edge over your competition and helps you with having a better chance of ranking. Citations are listings in directories like Yellow Pages or Yelp. They include your business name, your address, and your phone number as shown. And you want to have as many of these throughout the internet as you can and more than your competition. This increases your presence on the internet. And when Google sees that a business is widespread and that their website is located in various places on the internet, then Google recognizes that as a legitimate business, okay? A business that lacks citations, then Google is a little leery of, and they don't spend a whole lot of time familiarizing themselves, or their bots don't, with your business. So get as many citations as you can, and even more than your competition. And then finally, backlinks are the placement of your website address onto other websites. Examples are LinkedIn, Yellow Pages, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Yelp, any of these. These are considered links from one site back to your website. And it's a measure of trust, right? If another website is willing to place your website address on their website, they must trust you. They must believe you're a legitimate business. So Google uses this as a measure of trust. The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website actually becomes. But you want to make sure that you have relevant backlinks, okay? Since Google will identify whether or not a business is using relevant keywords. And if you spam and use backlinks that are not, I said keywords, sorry, but if you use backlinks that are not relevant, then you will be dinged by that and will be considered spammy. So let's jump over to Google momentarily. So when I do a search for plumbers in Gardena, what I find are some ads at the very beginning, right? You have advertisements at the top, which is pretty typical. They're usually at the top and the bottom of the page. But you also get this area called the map pack, and this is where a lot of traffic is taking place, okay? In the eyes of Google, these are considered the top ranking businesses for plumbers in Gardena, okay? One thing I'm going to say is this is the prime real estate because a lot of traffic happens there, but also you want to also try to get on the first, second, or third page of Google because these are the most popular areas where people are finding services. And you can see your company is listed on the first page. So that's ideal. You're not in the map pack yet, but you certainly have an opportunity to increase your ranking to get there, okay? You're very close. So kudos to you for that. As I was saying, you want to be on the first 3 pages if you can be. As you move farther away from those pages, popularity and visibility diminish. So you really want to be one of the first companies that people see, and ideally here in this map pack area. Let's take a look at your website. First of all, I love your logo. It's very cute, different. And I like the imagery on your website too. It fits in very well with what it is you do, okay? The thing that stands out to me is that you have a call out number here right away. That's very important because a lot of people are going to want to get that right away. Sometimes they're having emergency situations going on, right? And they want an expert right away. Another thing that I would recommend, if you can figure out where to put it, is a short contact form on the front page, preferably in the first half of the page, so that people can give you their information right away. Name, email, phone number, right? Just so that in case you miss their call, or they don't call, or they hang up, or they leave a message but it's not clear, or they don't leave a message. Any of those things happen, right, on the day-to-day. But if you have a contact form, it gives them the opportunity to leave their information so that you can follow up with them as soon as you have an opportunity. Okay, your website is great. The only thing that stands out to me right away is that you're not really getting the content, the 1,500 words. Definitely consider the 1,500 words as a standard. It seems like a lot, but for Google, it's not. And you really want Google to be on your website as much as possible and for as long as possible when they are there, okay? And if you don't have enough content, they're going to jump right off. So 1,500 words is a standard for the home page and 500 for your back pages. Now let's take a look at your data. Now, first of all, right away, I see that you have a great number of backlinks. That's great. And I see you've been adding them most recently. So I congratulate you for doing that. This right here shows that you are a legitimate, trustworthy business. So keep up the good work there. Same thing for your referring domains. Just keep adding them. At one point, you had nearly 500. You're down to 176. So don't forget about your referring domain citations. Okay, make sure you continue on that path. When we look at your performance, it's not terrible. You're actually getting over 100 visitors. You see your organic traffic. If we click here from day to day, you're in the range of 120-ish, like 119, 117, which is great. It's not terrible. But if you look at one of your competitors, they're in the 1,100 and 1,200 range. Now, what I will say is they have a greater service area that they are providing services to. So keep that in mind. But at the same time, you're providing services to several locations, and so you are definitely a competitor, and you can certainly close this gap a little bit, if not even significantly, by adding more content to this homepage so that you can sprinkle all of these services that you provide. You do HVAC, residential plumbing, sewer repair, tankless water heater, drain cleaning, commercial plumbing, like all of these things, right? You want to make sure that you are ranking well with them. And again, I see that you have been putting in some work as far as your SEO. You have been getting more keywords and backlinks. So just keep a monitor on that. Definitely build out your website a little bit more, add more content, and over time you should see an improvement as far as this number here going up. And additionally, you should be increasing your opportunity to be here in the map pack, okay? With that, I'm going to end your video here. I hope it's been helpful to you. Please let me know with a quick email. Also, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Our videos are intended to be informative and helpful and not confusing. So if I've confused you in any way, please do shoot me an email so that I can clarify. In the meantime, have a lovely Friday, a great weekend, and thank you for the opportunity to send this video to you. And I wish you much continued success for Drain Right. Bye-bye.